What's up, y'all? Welcome to the live stream and whatnot. As you can see, we've got some mail, and there is a little bit down here on the floor too. A few other packages. We'll get to these here in a minute, but let's get these off the. Oh, I don't want to drop anything, y'all. All right. What's up, guys? So, try to do a live once a month, and I missed the end of this last month because the Halloween video. I was actually going to put that out on Sunday instead of on Halloween itself. We were going to do a live stream on Halloween. I prefer to do it that way, but we did not make the cut. So, anyways, here we are, beginning of the month. I guess we'll do this. I hope you guys enjoyed the last video. Uh, it was a bit of a sketchy one. Needless to say, I don't think I'll be doing that again anytime soon. ADHD driven V35. I just watched the video and turned it off to do the live. Cheers. Hopefully they have a good time at World Cup. Ian's Adventure, man. Good morning. Pammy, I was creeped out filming the last one. Well, we're not boofing any beer. I don't even have the boof cup down here, Taylor, but I did bring a glass. Picked up a couple just random singles today. We'll check these out. Which one will we do first? We'll do that one. And we've got ourselves a glass to pour it in here that actually looks like a beer can almost, but we're going to try this, guys. Hefe Metal, Bavarian style Hefeweizen Ale. Like Hefe. We'll give this a whirl. What does it say? A rock concert for your taste buds. Our traditional German inspired Weizen beer with the loudest flavor you've ever tasted. How is that possible, you might ask? Well, what ale is fermented with a yeast known for producing so many bold notes? Your tongue will think it's doing a stage dive into a crowd of flavor. There we go. Doesn't really say, I don't know if it says anything. 5.3%. Pineal pineapple. Appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Skywalker, have a fun one. I kind of expected that to be darker, to be honest, y'all. There you go. That's what we're drinking. Jason Brassfield, any chance for a hot tent video anytime soon? Probably very soon. Maybe not the next one, but very, very soon. And I don't think they salted our roads yet, so I might get the van out again. We're back into like some 60s, and our overnights are, I think tomorrow night it's like 33 or something, but we've got some 40s and whatnot coming up for overnight. So that's the weather's not terrible right now. So we'll see. Trying to make progress on the truck too, and I'm to the point where I need to decide if I'm just gonna order something or build something because I got to make something happen very quickly. But we're definitely gonna get the hot tent out again. I have another tent over there, the big Walmart wall tent that I have not used yet. I kind of feel like I need a bigger stove for that, but we'll get that one out too. But that's not just an overnight tent with all the frame and whatnot that needs to be put up. Metalhead Madman. You say you might have trouble getting the new truck done in time to winter camp. I say put some off-road tires on the van. Better than nothing. I appreciate the donation. I'm not going to use that van in the winter because I do not want it on the salty roads. Like, even if I had that thing sprayed, it's just going to corrode it. At 28 years old, that thing is way too nice to be driving around. and putting through that type of abuse, considering it's lived its whole life and has not seen that type of stuff. Like, there's no possible way that van was driven regularly in winters prior to me owning it. And it's probably never seen a salty road either. Like, the bottom side of that thing is very, very nice. So I'm not driving that thing in the winter. Gary, no kids for me, man. Scooter Hughes, any progress on the truck? I I took the little plastic floor console out of the old Silverado and put it in the Ford today. I had to go get double sided tape. So, uh, no, not much progress on that yet. I've got some suspension stuff, but we need to get some tires and whatnot. Like, I'm trying to find a topper, a used topper, before I order one. So I got to give myself a deadline as to whether or not I'm going to order or maybe build something and order. I don't know. Jason, any chance of getting a dog? I definitely like to get a dog, and I've mentioned it before. Like, my wife is not an animal person. The last dog we had, I was just like, I'm gonna go get this dog and bring it home, and we had a dog. Uh, and it took her some adjusting. So, like, it's just gonna, if that happens, it's gonna happen that way again, where like I just find a dog that needs a home, and it comes home with me, you know. Um, so we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, no salt for the band. All right, let's pop a package open. Besides the boxes, there's these three Amazon ones. So we'll just go in on these. At least I think this is Amazon. Yeah. Good evening, Dan. Good evening, Chris. Uh, enjoy CrazyQuady. He's had his shots and he's road ready from Scott in Texas. This is going to be a raccoon. Yep. We've got a stuffed coon. How you doing there, bud? I'll give you a little brush. That's great. Just a little dude. Uh, maybe he can ride around in the truck with me. We'll see. Scott in Texas, thank you. Where are we going to put this guy for now? Can you guys see him back here? Stuffed coon. Yeah. Cindio, a pet I don't have to feed. You are correct. It's another thing with dogs, y'all. Like, you have to be conscious of what they're going to cost you. And in the end, our last dog, we had a Chihuahua that I got. I got him when he was 14. Uh, but in the last couple of years of his life, they get expensive if you try to take care of them. So you got to be able to think about that too. Josh, I would love to get a raccoon, and they're legal to keep as pets in Nebraska, but there is no way the wife is gonna agree to that one. Uh, I'd have to have like a farm where I had like a separate building that maybe the raccoon could live in, and we could hang out together or something. Like, there's no way she could deal with the raccoon in the house. I would love it. Kyle Kruger, why didn't you go upstairs to see what was making those noises? There was no way I was going up there, startling some wild animal. The thing is, like, there's no way the cat was making those noises. Like, I had to tell myself it was just wood rubbing against the house or something, but like I barked at it myself, and like you would make some noise and whatnot, and it would stop. So it was definitely something up there. It wasn't the wood, and then it went away for hours, and then it came back at some point in the middle of the night, and I kind of yelled at it again, and I don't know. I ended up falling asleep for a little while, but then there was no way I was going up there for that. Captain Cooked. I collab with Steve. He probably doesn't even know who I am. Harry, that's what it could have been, a cat pouncing on the mice, but it was going wild up there, so it was having a heyday. And there was probably quite a few mice in there, and for all I know, there could have been two or three cats or whatever. Like it might not been a lone cat. We also know that there was rabbits out there because of all the tracks, and they could have been jumping around in the house too. What's up, Chris? But the cat did definitely put my mind at ease. I was just like, it's the cat. I told myself it was the cat. Whatever. Um, yeah, it could have been haunted too. Like it did sound big. I don't know what it was, dude. It was creepy. Uh, Cheers, Joe. Corey, like if it was an animal and I bear sprayed it, like it would have gone away. Um, like I wasn't too worried about dying in there. Supposedly a house that my niece and nephew own is haunted, I found out, but they haven't seemed to have any problems. So Jesse, you put two dudes in those sleeping systems, that would have been tight. But I am a chubby guy too. But yeah, whatever you got to do. Those things are definitely pretty like airtight, or not airtight, but they definitely hold the heat in just for the bag itself. Because I laid down in that thing by itself at home, and I knew it would help keep me warm. Taylor's the band going to World Cup. Give me like 2 years. Everybody hit the like button. I would love to do something crazy with that thing. Because now it does not have to be my daily driver. It was my daily driver like the end of the summer, and I was trying to be really careful with it. I took it on a couple longer trips, but I was trying not to beat on that thing. And it needs to stay drivable, but it's definitely going to be a fair weather summer rig. So like it can get stupid, and that's the fun part about it. Slap Doctor, the band Deceive at 24. That would be cool, man. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. Like, I don't have that kind of pull or cash flow to make a Deceive build happen on my own. Uh, Slamming it would be cool. I mean, it needs to stay capable of driving down gravel roads or whatever. So it would have to be like air ride if you were to do something like that. Uh, and that's a bit in the future, obviously, if we did that. But dude, that would be rad. Like, there's really nothing off the table as far as that goes. But once again, slow process. I got to get the truck stuff figured out before I mess with that. The winter, we'll see a few van updates. Like, I want to work on the interior of that thing over the winter and kind of get it more dialed in because I have stuff just scattered everywhere now. All the stuff that used to be in my truck, and like I had everything organized down here. There's crap everywhere. I have stuff between multiple vehicles. I got a bunch of stuff in the bag. Like I am incredibly disorganized right now because of the vehicles, but I can't say it's a bad thing. I'm blessed to be able to have two rad rides, and the old truck will get going again. Mr. Graham, let's help Quady reach 100K by the end of November. He deserves it. Keep up the good work. Love the videos. Thanks for the donation, Mr. Graham. Yeah, it'd be cool to see 100K before the end of the year. That'd be a great Christmas present, y'all. But slow and steady wins the race. Doesn't bother me at all. Carrie, have not found a topper yet. CAJ Entertainment, cheers. All right, let's grab another one of these. Another Amazon one, obviously. Kim Bowley, cheers. I appreciate the donation. Looks like a vegetable steamer or something. Collapsible pot. Hey Quady, the Hubs and I love your vids. I bought this to use with my Jetboil a few years ago, expecting I would only be cooking on the Jetboil, but I've never tried it. Letting you try it. Hope it works. From Sledgehammer and Sandy. BS. Don't know what this is. Oh, a heat diffuser reducer flame guard. So I think what I could do is I could take this and set it on the jet boil flame, and this would help to diffuse the flame, uh, and not like burn this on the center of the bottom of your pan. That's kind of neat. I'm interested if that works. Actually, I'm gonna grab the jet boil. It's right there. I guess what am I doing? I just want to see how it diffuses the flame off the top of it. Cheers, Dreamer. Slap Doctor. You just gotta tell him you're a YouTuber and film it. Woo. All right, so you're cooking something. Maybe we'll still do this number on here. Set it on that. It's probably a good idea. Not directly on the burner. Oh yeah, I can tell how that would definitely help you not burn the crap out of the bottom of your pan. It's very hot though, so you gotta be careful with that. Almost burnt myself. I didn't think about the fact that this is now very, very hot. Bailey Smith, what's up, crazy? When it gets warmer, we should do a motorcycle camping trip. We appreciate the donation, man. Anything is possible. Dude, I did not ride enough this year, and I bought that damn 360 camera to use on the bike, and I used it once, and I filmed with it, and I never even put the video out. So, yeah, I have not been riding near as much as I should have. Tim G, what's the name and model of your two kayaks? They're both Ascend brand. It's like the Bass Pro brand. I think one is the FS12T, that's the lime green one, and the other one is the H12, which is the dark one that I usually use. The lime green one's the wife's. And we bought those like, I don't know, at least 5 years ago at this point. Probably 6 or 7 years ago. They were a whole lot cheaper back then. I noticed the price went up because I've been looking at getting a smaller one, like an 8 or a 10 footer, just for ease of loading and use and whatnot. WJ Weaver 63. Cheers. I appreciate the donation. Thanks for the support. Bad Ball, what was your first motorcycle? I had what was a 2000 Sportster, the 1200S that had like the dual plug heads and like the adjustable dampening and rebound and shock reservoirs and all that stuff. I did a little bit of stuff to it, and I got a different Sportster. Sold that to a girl that I worked with at the time. I think it was a 2000 or a 99. I don't know. It was the fast one, but I like sporties. I bought it for my brother-in-law. He upgraded to a bigger bike at the time. Kurt, I've been to Utah a couple of times in the videos. I'll eventually get back out that way. Bailey Smith, I had it mounted on the handlebars. I bought the Insta360 with the motorcycle kit. Yeah, like I've had this thing half the year and I have not even used it for a regular video. So you can tell how kind of dumb I am sometimes. Joshua, cheers in South Texas. Chris, yeah, we need to get out for another catch and cook. We'll do more. We're definitely gonna do some ice fishing and ice camping this year. Might be visiting somebody up north for a camping video. Paul's life. I want to get back out to California. Like, I'm excited to get this truck done and have a good, modern, fuel efficient, reliable vehicle that I can just take off anywhere. Like, I really like. I just need at this point. Obviously, it needs better tires at a minimum, but I just need to get something put on the back so I can sleep inside of it. Like, I'm trying to get that taken care of. So we'll see how this is going to turn out, but hopefully I can get it done pretty quickly. I don't want to wait for one to be built if I don't have to, but I need to make the decision on that quick. Texas Proud, are the It's the 360s worth the money? Couldn't tell you. I haven't really used it much. Like I said, I used it on one little video that I made, but I never put the video out. Madball, definitely going to go to the East Coast. Like, I'm going to go to quite a few places once I get this truck done. We'll be hitting the road for some good adventures. I just got to get it done. Got to give me patience. I just, between the down payment on the truck and then putting the license plates on there, insurance is obviously more because the value of that truck is higher than the old one. Like, I just got to recoup some cash before I can start doing a bunch of crap to it. I got to be an adult. As terrible as it is, we have to be adults sometimes. Yeah, this is cool. This will definitely work, and I like how small it packs. We'll see how that turns out. I'm definitely going to try this because anytime you cook something in a pan on there, like, you end up burning the center of it. I appreciate. Oh, where are we stacking stuff down there? Over yonder. Gypsy Pitmaster. It's a 6.5 foot bed. You can't get the full size 4-door with an 8-foot bed. You have to go up to an F-250, and then it'd be half the fuel mileage unless I spent $60,000-$70,000 and bought a diesel, and that's not happening. I don't want the diesel. I don't need a diesel. So, James Young, as an electrician whose mind constant racing, watching your videos have been very calming and relaxing. Keep up the great work. Appreciate the donation, James. What did I do? I pushed something I shouldn't have. Oh, there we go. Holly, yeah, that church was really cool. And it's cool that anybody can stay there. Slap Doctor, I don't need an old diesel. If I had unlimited funds, maybe I'd have something, but like I don't really have any desire to have a diesel. Yeah, the maintenance and stuff on those it's obviously more um, you know, just double the amount of oil probably. Like, it's nothing that I need. I don't hauling up stuff around, and the bigger and junk you get, obviously the insurance would have been more, but you just end up carrying more crap that you never use. I'm gonna try to avoid adding a bunch of stuff to this truck that I don't use on a regular basis. So, Mark Lane, Hanging Rock State Park. Wrote that down. I got the burps. Joshua, Kurt, thank you. Phil, yeah. It'll probably the van would probably get an LS swap. Tim Beers, how the new dirt bike do? I've only ridden that thing a few times this year. trying to get old Greg, to do like a dirtbag motorcycle trip on one of those. We could do somewhere local, but he's got 3 kids and he's very busy. So, oh, I missed something. Dang. Brian Rattle. Cheers, man. Thanks for the donation. Thanks for the support. Thanks for watching. Howdy. What am I doing over here? Like, it's all looking funny. There we go. Go down. Oh. Go back up. I missed another one. Oh, this is annoying. What TV? Hey, Quady, will you tell my mom her name is Karen Foot? She's trying to figure out the internet. We're watching camping videos together. What's up, Karen? Cheers, man. I hope you guys are having a great time out there camping. I'm trying to buy Brian Waters camper shell, but I'm not gonna pay that asking price. I'll buy a new one at his asking price. With the drive down there, I got to repaint it. It doesn't have the roof rails in it, so I'd have to put roof rails in it. So the prep of paint and all that stuff, and what that's going to cost, because my cousin Chris would do it. I already talked to him about that. I'm in it way lower than his asking price. I sent him an email, so I'm waiting to hear back from him. If he'll sell it to me for what I offered him, I'll go get that one. But we'll see. Right now, there's that one, and then there's a black one in Colorado that has the rails in the roof, and it's got the tie downs on the inside, so you can put a little net. But it's black, so it still need a repaint, and the dude wants $3,500 for it. So that's the price of a new one. I could tell you guys what the lowest quote I've got so far is for a new one. It's not as bad as I expected. Yeah, in white, it's way cheaper. It's $2,800, or wait, about $3,400 for a brand new one. So buying, a $3,500 used one is not a good deal. Josh Renat, choke slamming Ted. Ted's the homie over there. I just got to make sure these dudes, they don't start fighting in the middle of the night. I mean, I think that might be a fair fight. Hello, what's up, man? Cheers. Thanks for tuning in. I got to get back down to see him too when I get this truck stuff figured out. All right, let's pop open this next one. Oh, is this from where I think it's from? Maybe not. Anyways, it's Ranchero Mexican Lager. We'll give that a work from Divots Brewery. It doesn't say much on here. 4.6 ABV, 17 IBU, 3.7 SRM, a Mexican style light lager that goes great with a slice of lime. I don't have any lime, but I'm sure it's going to taste great anyways. Beep, beep. Don't badger me on that. It'll just be a big surprise when it happens. That's a tasty looking beer. Just a light beer. Hambone, what's behind me? Whoa! We'll leave that out so you guys can See what I'm drinking on. Yeah, Phil, that's starting price. Like I would get it. The slider window on the front on the cab side is extra. The carpet headliner is extra. The roof rails are extra. So there's base extras that I put on it. So Glenn, I wish I could pay 200. Like I wish though I could put the one on the Silverado on there, but it's not going to fit. The bed lengths are slightly different. The tailgates are designed completely different. Like I could just huck it on there, but it's just gonna leak everywhere like a sieve. Like it's not gonna fit. It's not worth the effort of trying to put that on there. Patrick, it's 5 to 7 weeks for a Lear for like the exact same thing that I have on the old truck. 5 to 7 weeks. Jenny Hackworth, have I gotten my ice fishing gear out yet? It's in the storage unit. I mean, other than the little poles that I have there, it'll be it'll be like at least Thanksgiving typically around here before we see even the first bit of safe ice. So still got plenty of time. I just have to actually restring some rods. Dude, I haven't rig string any rods in the last couple of years. So IC86, cheers. Chuck BTW, are you doing a mid-tie topper? Yeah, that Lear 180 is a mid-rise. The Lear 180 is what I have on the Silverado. It is a mid-rise topper. Brian Rattle, how's the weather out there? I think it's 60. I think it hit like 63 today, and it's going to be a low of 40 tonight. It's currently 54 degrees. And the next like 8 days are in the 60s. Mid Tuesday, it's going to be 69. So it's like we've got some good weather again. So we'll probably get the van out again, guys. We've probably got at least another 2 or 3 weeks that I think I can get the van out and adventure with that. But hopefully we can get a topper within the next couple of weeks. We'll see. I'm steadily searching for one, but it's got to be a good one. You know, Ernesto, Alaska would be cool. We'll see what I can make happen. I got to get a passport. I don't even have a passport, so I'd have to have a passport to be able to drive to Alaska. Cole Selvig, 38 in Wisconsin. I believe it. The homie Adam, he's got a bunch of snow up at his spot, and he's northern Wisconsin. All right, let's pop open another package. This is Amazon. What's up, Mike? It's 402 Ventures on YouTube. Please subscribe to my channel, and can I get a shout out on the next mail opening? 402_Ventures. It's Tony. And what do we got here? Yeah, there was a little snow north of us here. Obviously, in the last video, you guys saw that in the end, but that's all gone already. The homie Travis is good. Oh, is this like a trash bag that you can hang up in your? Yeah, you can hang this off like the back of your seat, I believe. I think you can put a bag in there. Maybe I should actually see. Yeah, trash can with lid. So you can hang this like off the back of your headrest or something and stick your trash in it, and then you can get rid of it. So it kind of holds everything together. That's pretty trick. I appreciate it. 402 Ventures. 402_Ventures if you guys want to check out his channel. Joshua Travis is good, man. try to keep my notes together. You should put those over here with it, though. What did I do with that one? There we go. Shoot. Ah. Some of you guys, I tell you what. All right, let's get another one going. This one's a personal package. C. Fike out of North Carolina. We'll go in on the bottom of this one. Oh, I have a feeling this is hot sauce. Let's see if there's a note in here, though. Got a bunch of newspaper. Quady, just a little something I saw while visiting Aruba that made me think of you. Thanks for all the YouTube videos and for taking us all along. Thanks, Curtis. So this is from Aruba. That's fancy. I have a feeling this one's gonna be a little rough. The Aruba heat. It's explosive. There's like a wick on there. Focus. We'll give it a whirl. I don't know if I'll enjoy that one. Try not to spill my beer everywhere. Yeah, some of them, they just sound like they're going to hurt. 402 Ventures, yeah, you just missed it. There he is. I'm not putting it in my beer. What's up, Jerry? Sue? Yeah, we definitely need some raccoon stuff. Considering we've got a couple tough things on the wall now. Phil, I still have that tarp. I've used it maybe like 3 or 4 actual times. You know, like I said, there's a lot of stuff you buy that it works great, but I have a tendency not to use half my junk. Harry, it's 7:38 p.m. here. Alan, cheers, man. Let me know when you're flying through. Let me know when you're in the area, I guess. I'm sure I'll see it on Facebook. Anthony, slap your mama hot sauce. I've got the slap your mama seasoning. I don't know if I've ever seen the hot sauce. 402, probably not. Only one of them. Hot sauce beer for the people. No, thank you. I won't want to drink beer anymore the rest of the night. This one's from Brad. I think Brad has sent in a couple of things before. I believe he was in the Navy. If it's the Brad I'm thinking of, he was in a video. Yeah. I think there are more jars of pickles. Is there a note in here? Get that out of your way. Like, here's 2 fresher jars of pickles. He already said pickles in. They were good. Oh, they're made by one of his shipmates in Florida. The other jars are still good, just didn't send them off soon enough. Here's a plate for my truck since we got new plates. Like your new truck. Still would like to do a snag, clean, and cook. Yeah, we got to hit the river sometime. So this is what he had on his, I think he had this on his truck the last time when he was in the video. I ran across him at a campsite, or he ran across me, I should say. I think these are spicy pickles. Still got a full jar. Wrapped them up good. Oh, it's upside down. Gotta show you guys what it is. Larry's seasoned pickles. Always in season. And he sent in some of these before, and they are really good. All right. Well, I appreciate it, Brad. Thanks for the plate. I got all the pickles. Pickle juice is good for you, though. And a rad plate. Oh. Put this over yonder. Tell you what, Pickle Rick. I'm Pickle Rick. Pickle in my beer. That doesn't sound terrible, but those are spicy pickles. I don't want spicy beer. Chris, eventually we'll get merchandise, dude. That's been just a terrible topic for me. I've approached a few people of like doing the whole branding package, and like good for them, they're getting it, but they want ridiculous amounts of money. So I just gotta do it all on my own, kind of thing. But we'll get it there. I've heard of people putting pickles in beer, and like there's so many different pickle flavored drinks these days. But I'm not one for drinking pickle juice, but it is good for you. I'll just say that. Like, I don't want a pickle in my beer. My Mexican lager, yeah, Mexican lagers, good pickleless gravy beer. Yeah, we did the whole gravy shots. That's been a while. Budzilla, there you go. Divots Brewery, Ranchero. I think it's a local one, but I don't. It doesn't really say. Oh yeah, it is brewed and canned in Norfolk, Nebraska. There's a little like it's like a hotel, and they have a miniature golf course and stuff there. I guess now they're brewing beer. This is made like 2 hours north of here. Slap doctor, if you don't put random food in your beer, you drinking it right. I'm not one for like I don't like Bloody Marys or anything either, dude. I don't like tomato beers. Like I like tomatoes and I like that type of stuff, tomato sauce and all that. Marinara. I like me some marinara, but tomato juice, drinking tomato juice, that sounds gross. I can't do that. I can't do Bloody Marys or anything like Sandra, we could definitely try that hot sauce on Spam. I'd consider trying a pickle beer. I don't think I've ever tried a pickle beer. S. Crawford, but maybe I'll see if I can find one of those. Like I'll try an actual like pickle drink that's a good pickle drink, but hot dog straw. Uh, a Glizzy Slurper, marinara beer. No thanks. Uh, maybe like a if they made me like a God, instead of a Bloody Mary, if they used like marinara sauce and made it like an alcoholic slushy, and gave you fried cheese sticks. They just need to put a shot into marinara sauce, and I can just eat that with cheese sticks and drink it. There we go. There's a new drink. What kind of alcohol would go good in a glass of marinara that you got a big old plate of, fried cheese sticks or whatever that you could dip in there, or I guess whatever else you wanted to dip in marinara. Put some rum or something, rum or gin, yeah. And then you could take sips of your sips of your marinara sauce and dip your stuff in there. Uh, I think that would be pretty good. Cheesy vodka marinara. I mean, they put vodka in like marinara sauce, like you get that from the store or whatever. B Willie sounds better than a Bloody Mary to me. Yeah, vodka sauce, right? White Russian with marinara. I don't know about that. Yeah, we busted a valve spring on the old motor and dropped a piston into the cylinder, shattered the spark plug, so it needs a lot of work. Or it either needs like a full rebuild or a replacement. I was gonna put a 6.0 in it, and that was the plan. And then I was just like, everything I was finding was like junk, or the price was okay, but it had 200,000 miles on it, and it's like, then I started looking at just buying a new crate motor for that thing. And I was like, this is a down payment on a new truck. Like, do I want to put that much more money into that truck? Because, I've rebuilt that motor once when the AFM stuff, I dropped a lifter before. So I got the full delete kit, I got the cam and all that, got all that stuff. So like it just wasn't worth putting that money into it and trying to daily drive it again. So Zeke, shotgun one. We could probably shotgun one. You're gonna have to stick around for a little bit. Ernesto, yeah, I still got the bikes. We just got to get back on them. I have a tendency to like go through phases where I don't use stuff, obviously, but we'll get back to them. Still got both bikes. The chopper needs the exhaust fix because it's broken. I busted the exhaust on the Dyna and I put the stock one back on so it's quiet. So I don't really want to ride it, but I don't want to buy another exhaust for it right now. Obviously, like not really excuses not to ride or get them fixed, but it is what it is. 6 slow, yeah. I mean, 6.0 with the big old cam would have been fun. Yeah, and with all the rust and stuff that thing had on it, like, you know, it is what it is. I don't like being in debt for a new vehicle, but uh it is what it is. Like it was an inevitable thing, and it just happened. So uh and the wife's car is still good enough that we can keep running that thing for a few more years so we don't have two car payments at the one time or whatever, because I don't know. Apple pie moonshine is good. I've made some of that stuff myself. The Moneymaker 0129. Do I like sour beers? Thanks for watching the video. Yeah, it was creepy. Sour beers are all right. Like, depends on how sour they are. Like, I typically don't buy stouts or like really dark beers. Uh, like, I can have one of those and they just sit heavy, and it depends on which one. Not that those taste bad or anything. Like, uh, I'm not gonna sit and I can't drink a 6 pack of those. You know what I mean? Although that's probably a good thing, but those, and then like I'll drink IPAs, but they make me sneeze, and some of them taste terrible. Like uh, most of them aren't bad, but I think IPAs are pretty overrated personally. Slap Doctor, yeah. I mean, it'll be the thing is, it's nice enough that it's since it doesn't have to be a daily driver anymore. Uh, it'll be nice to just fix it up and kind of let it do its thing. Dill pickle moonshine, ooh. Zeke Cervantes, Angry Orchard. I can do some ciders, but those are also like they're just super sweet. So maybe like one or two of them. Anthony, any good tips on sealing dust out of a topper or the topper? You need to get the tailgate seal. You can usually find those on Amazon. Just search your truck and like tailgate seal or dust seal. And then depending on what kind of truck you have, and I've showed it in a few videos, the old one, but the Silverado underneath the bed rails, like where the camper shell is clamped down on each side, like above your wheel well. On the Silverado, there's big holes under there that's completely open to the outside. There's one on each end and then one in the middle. So they make kits of like foam blocks that you can shove in there. You can get other foam blocks, but it's all about sealing that stuff up. The the F-150, the way that bed goes together, I'm gonna have to go and caulk all around that because it's all multiple panels. Like the floor is separate from the side, so there's a gap, where stuff can get in all around the whole bottom of it. So you just got to go through and do that stuff. There's little holes you got to seal them up. I've put foil tape over things. Um, Spray water at it. You'll find your leaks and whatnot. But yeah, dust. You got to seal everything up. And I always had my cab side window open. Like that window stayed open 24/7. Leon Bowers, have a great evening, Q man. Leon, cheers, man. I appreciate the donation. That'll definitely go towards the truck setup. Uh, but yeah, back on the dust. Having that cab side window open may have helped me because it didn't allow the rear end to create such a vacuum because it had a little bit of airflow through it, maybe. Uh, but yeah, if you just got to seal everything up. Peniel Pine Pineapple. Yeah, I need the rear wheel well liners for the F-150. I had those on the Silverado. There's a lot of that stuff. Like I already got a couple of rock chips on the dang driver's side doors and stuff from driving down gravel road. So I got a fucking chip paint marker today, and I got to fix those. But we already got paint chips. So I want to like I'm probably gonna put a running board, or I'd like to get a legitimate rock slider for the side. Like I want to put legitimate skid plates on the bottom of it. There are very nice kits on the market. Um, I'm not going to get super crazy with like going tall. So having some underbody protection is going to be smart with this one. Uh, but some mud flaps and stuff to save the paint because the doors and like the lower quarters on the Silverado are wrecked from rock chips. So I want to try to not do all that to this one. But yeah. Let me finish this beer and I'll shotgun one for you guys. Let's open another package. So this is another personal package. And there's no return address. And I'm not scanning that, but if you guys want to scan that, there's the return address. Slay, thought you were a goner staying in that abandoned house. I was on the edge of my seat watching that video. I appreciate the donation, dude. Um, Looking back at it and editing the video, I'm more surprised after the fact that I stayed through that shit, to be honest with you guys. Like in the moment, my adrenaline was rushing pretty good. Uh, so I was like, and I don't want to give up on it because that was an amazing, it's an amazing content, you know, to be real with it. So it's like, you can't give up on that. You got to see it through. Like, I didn't think that there was a person up there at any time. Although some of it sound like it like boot steps on the floor. I would have heard a car drive up. Like there's no way a car could have crept unless they parked way away, and even then you're going to hear somebody walk up, more than likely, and like you're going to be able to tell it's a person. It it wasn't steady enough to be a person. There was never like any whispering or anything like that I heard. So like I was not worried that it was a person. So I didn't think I was going to die. So I was just like, I don't want to spray this raccoon if he comes down the steps, but he's going to get it. Carrie, cheers, topper fund. I appreciate it, Carrie. I truly do. So it's just like you just kind of stick it out, and it becomes like you have to be the one that controls your mind and your thoughts, and you have to not let your not let your shit go wild and get the best of you. Um, so when I saw that cat, I was like, that was the cat. That's all the cat, and it's cat. I'm good. I'm gonna go to bed. Mind over matter or whatnot. But this is I'm pretty sure this is the human filth. I got some of this in the last live stream. But I want to say that something said something about a different box. But these guys sent in some stuff on the last live stream. It's like it's a brand. I thought it was a band, but it's not a band. LED light kit? Is there a note in here? Yeah, there's like a full-on LED kit. There's a CD. Dead Atlantic. I Am the Wolf. That's rad. I haven't got a CD in a long time. You guys can see the CD rack right there. Like half of those are mine and half of those are my wife's. I think from here up is all mine. There's a bunch of stuff in here. A patch of what is that? Predator? This is like for a BB gun or a cap gun. That's empty. More wiring. I don't know if there's a note in here. So the other box that I got had these in there too, and these are Wiener valve stem caps. There was another set in the other box. Oh, here's a note, maybe. Some stuff in there. Irish perennial moss seeds. Instant coffee. Dude, there's just a bunch of stuff in this box. Oh yeah, this is what it was. And I got the sticker on my cooler now. It's Human Filth. If you guys want to check them out. What does that say? Clothing for the open mind. It's a clothing company. Here's your shout out, Human Filth. But you said a bunch of cool stuff, so that's pretty rad. Like, I'm sure they want me to wear their hats and whatnot. There's more hats. That's cool. There's a bunch of stuff in here. Like a survival bracelet. We've got a Jesus giving a thumbs up. There's a few of these things in there. I think they're for like to tie stuff up, like a carabiner thing. More stickers. I don't know where this is gonna send you guys, but if you wanna do that, there you go. I probably gotta not cover it. Probably takes you to their website or something random. So scan that at your own risk. I think this is a pocket knife. Yeah, that is a sweet pocket knife. Look at that thing. It's a case knife. Case is a brand, man. That's rad. Put the instant coffee in your beer. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, that's a sweet case knife. Oh, there's a spoon on it, dude. Look at this. It's a thick boy, and it's got like bone inlayment. Look at that. I got a pocket knife with a spoon on it. Is that how you use that? What is going on here? I almost think this thing like comes apart. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. It does. Check this out. Look at that. It's a set. It's a case knife with a spoon, knife, and fork. And it comes apart so you actually have cutlery. That is rad. I have never seen that before. That's cool, y'all. Appreciate that. That is pretty rad. For a second, I thought it was falling apart in my hand and I thought I was breaking it. I don't know. It's called the Hobo, I think. Focus camera. Hobo. That's pretty rad, y'all. All right, there's still more stuff in here. Ooh, we've got an arrowhead. I've got a bow over there. More wiring? Oh, it's like an extension cable, USB cable. More wiring for lights. An empty tin. So this must have came in like the day after the last live stream. And a bunch of these things. And yeah, like I think there's a brand on here, Shine Trip, but these look like something that you can use for like paracord. It's like you run it through here or whatever, and you can use it to like tension your cord. I don't know. But anyways, human filth. I appreciate the care package. Yeah, LED strip lights. Lots of cool stuff. Pocket knife. Not even like a pocket dinner set. Dick valve stem caps. Come on now, and a CD. Yeah, a bunch of cool stuff. And Predator patch. I think that could go on my backpack over there. All right, that's pretty rad care package. I'm not doing instant coffee beer. We'll actually drink that coffee. And I'm excited to listen to this. I don't have a CD player in my truck. I'm gonna have to find an actual CD player. I think I have like a clock radio one left. I got rid of my old bookshelf CD player, and I have regretted it ever since. That's cool. We'll set him over here by the raccoon. All right. You guys want me to shotgun a beer, I guess? I got a Coors in here. Boy, howdy. Oh, yeah. Clutch. I forgot about that. I haven't listened to Clutch in a while. You can't boof on camera. Well, I guess there's a CD player. There's a CD player in the Weiss car. There's a CD player in the Scion. So I can listen to it in the car. So I've got that going for me. Go to camp and use all that stuff in one video. I'm a little nervous. Those seeds were like super tiny. It says it's some kind of moss or something, which is kind of neat. All right. If you guys are gonna chug one, get it ready. Yeah, we got a Coors Light. The mountains are definitely blue on there. If you can't see, definitely hit the like button. The shotgun tool is in the bathroom. Where are those pajamas? Somebody send me pajamas. All right. Don't look, Jeebus. Ah. Cheers, y'all. Fred Foreman. No, I left it in the cooler the night that it was sent in. And it got a little moldy, and I haven't pulled the rubber off to clean it. My bad. Whew. Tell you what. Slap Doctor, the new truck doesn't play CDs. I can't tell you the last time the companies, dude, I bet companies stopped putting CD players in within the last 5 years, probably. But no CD player. It's all Android Auto and or Apple CarPlay. But I came from the days of, having the big book of CDs in your car. Slap Doctor, have at it, man. Put Jesus on the dashboard of the van. I don't know if I want Jesus on the dashboard. I mean, maybe. I'd have to find something appropriate to attach him with. Pamela G, yeah, that I just run off the road. If I had a CD player in the car, I'd still rock with them. I think the wife just finally took a few CDs out of the Scion that she had in there. But that's got Bluetooth and everything, See, 8-tracks were before my time. I came really from the time of cassette tapes. Cassette tapes and VHS. I'm just about 40 years old, so we had a regular Nintendo growing up. That was our first game console that we ever got. Got it for Christmas. It was my brother's present. Chad's World. This year, no. Definitely not. Last year was better than this year. Use Jesus as a shotgun tool. I wouldn't want to break his fingers off. You would definitely break his finger off. Jesus needs to be like a out the front knife where you can have him like magneted down to something. But if you need to pick him up, he's got a button and you got to out the front knife. Jesus can be your savior then. OG Bean, man. Happy birthday coming up. Slap Doctor, I'm doing the Lord's work. Isn't that a line from like the Blues Brothers stuff? All right, let's get into another one. So this looks like it was probably sent. Well, I guess somebody could have ordered it, but this was sent by the Pepper Palace, Seaverville, Tennessee. Somebody may have ordered it, but for all y'all, Aaron B this weekend, for all y'all that come got birthdays coming up. Happy birthday and whatnot. Ooh, we got packing peanuts. Little danger nuggets. This, of course, is going to be a hot sauce. That looks like a dangerous sauce, whatever it is, because it's in a tiny bottle. This better not be like, there's no way they would have sent me the Pepper X stuff. And that would be too much anyways. What is this? It's called The End Flatline Hot Sauce. From Pepper Palace. That looks dangerous, y'all. That is a tiny little bottle. Caution, extremely hot. Shake well, best if refrigerated. Well, we're gonna try it at some point, y'all. I've got a few sauces that I haven't gotten to yet, but we'll give this a whirl. The fact that it is in a tiny little glass bottle is sketchy, but I have not taken a little dab right now. Not putting it in the beer, dude. I don't want to have to. You actually have to sign a waiver in store. Oh, this one's gonna be rough. We have to save it for a video because if I do it now, then there's no point in doing it in a video. You just have to. You guys actually have to tune in and watch the videos, and make sure you hit the like button and all that shit. I'm not tasting it. We got to save it for a video. Tell me good recipes to try it on. And this looks like it was ordered by a Michael B out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. So Michael B, if you sent this to me, I appreciate it. Hopefully I didn't show any of that information. We still got a few packages down there, as you guys can see. We'll get to these. Spam pizza. I want to try more versions of that spam pizza. Like, if you guys have never tried spam and you've never had spam pizza, the spam pizza was amazing. Like, I will 100% make that again. I have no problem going upstairs and making that for dinner. It was good. Have 911 on standby. Maybe I need to find somebody that'll try that one with me. Spam and ramen is always good. Travis or Kelvin? It's Kelvin, not Calvin. Kelvin. Travis is the thing that Travis, like, he would be down, but he's 10 hours away. So that would be hard to coordinate. He'd have to have a spot probably up by him because, he's got family and kids and stuff to deal with. And then same with Kelvin. He'd be down too, but he's got kids and regular job. Like, these guys have regular jobs. It's hard to line a lot of this stuff up because 90% of the time I try to do what I'm doing on weekdays and avoid campgrounds and campsites and stuff on the weekends because they're obviously always busier. So when you see me doing something with my friends, it's usually always on a weekend. And then, that means typically they don't have their kids because everybody's got kids but me. And then I'm not hanging out with my wife. So it's like, it's hard to make a lot of these things line up, but man, I'd love to get everybody together again. It's always hard to get everybody together. We were talking about ice fishing and stuff this year, but I can't commit to any of that right now and like paying my share in a ice house because I got I got other stuff I got to spend money on. Dangle nuggets everywhere, I tell you what. Making Magic TV in the chat, man. What's up? I'm gonna get back out there at some point. I can't tell you when. Like maybe next year. Like I just got to get something on this truck, and it's gonna be we're hitting the road, y'all. So I got to get that stuff. Like it's probably gonna it's probably gonna be like 90 days. Like I'm shooting to get this all figured out within the next 90 days. It's obviously gonna be cold here at that point, but I want to get this truck done. Next year is gonna be some major road tripping. Uh, Craig Lester, the bike's still over at Greg's. Like I've stored it over there. I think his wife is enjoying the bike. So, but we'll get back to some dirt bike stuff too. Curtis D, I shotgunned a beer already. I got to sip on this one, and I don't have any more beer in my cooler, so I'd have to go upstairs to get more. So you guys are gonna have to wait. Uh, Daywalker 402. There's Kyle in the chat from All Dogs. Your shocks are ready. Yeah, so I've got a leveling kit and I've got a leveling kit, all four shocks, uh, waiting to go on, but I need to figure out wheels and tires and stuff. All Dogs has been rad and they're providing that for me. So um, but I gotta get some stuff done. Kyle likes nuts. He might like peanuts. I don't know. Anthony, I think I couldn't tell you if it's central, northern central. I don't know. He might still be in the chat. Making Magic TV. Where you from, man? Where you from? There's a video, man. I stay at his house. There's a playlist called California Road Trip. Well, I think it's 2021 or something. And I think there's a couple of videos from his spot. I hang out with his dad through one video because he had to go to work. And so his dad took me to a car show and I hung out with his dad. That was pretty rad. Just hanging out with an old OG, complete stranger. He took me out for Mexican food and took me to a car show at this dude's house. And there was a bunch of rad rides there. So it's an older video, but definitely go check that one out if you haven't seen it. Yeah, check out the playlists if you guys have never watched that. I haven't made any playlists in a while. I typically add I add the van videos, the van camping playlist. I add the truck videos, the truck camping playlist. But I used to make like individual playlists for the trips that I would take. Like I was on a 3-day trip to do this, and I'd make 3 separate videos, and then I'd put it in a playlist. So there's some cooler old playlists if you guys haven't checked those out. There's probably more like fishing stuff, fishing content in those. I used to fish a lot more, so I didn't suck at it as much. I've never been a great fisherman, but I used to catch a lot more fish. Fishing is one of those things like if you do it on a regular basis, you can get pretty efficient at it. And obviously, the more often you do it, the more fish you'll catch. If you go out and fish for 2 hours a month, you're not going to catch much. Like, but you can't be discouraged by that. You got to put the time in to actually catch fish. And I don't put the time in like I used to. Making Magic TV. Yeah, you want to come out there and ice fish? Come on out. I'd say if you're gonna like fly out and try to do something like that, fly to Minnesota. Get either get a guide or just fly to Minnesota and rent a shack for 2 nights or 3 nights if you can do that. Um, Smash and Fish Outdoor Adventures is who to go through. I can send you a link to those guys, but they'll set you up on the ice. Get a 4-wheel drive rental car or whatever. But if you could swing that, like it would be rad. I'd try to come up there and meet up with you guys, but it'd be worth your time. And he'll put you on fish. I got a couple of guides up there that could definitely put you on fish. All right, let's get to another package. This is an Amazon one. Obviously, this one's it's got a little weight to it. It's got some girth. Do these not say a weight? I wish they actually said like if you get a UPS or a mail service, United States Postal Service, it usually says the weight on it. But yeah, this one's got some weight to it. Yeah, bring your dad out here, man. We can hang out. Oh, we got more trash bags. Try these for the van trash can. Those others were probably too thin. My bad. From Corey and Laura, Texas. So Corey and Laura, I think they sent in the last set of trash bags. And they worked. They worked fine. They weren't as deep, but I'll admit it. I put the roll in the bottom of the thing and I put a trash bag over them. And one day when I was leaving a campsite, I took the trash can and dumped it to get rid of the bag. Like I just picked it up and dumped the whole thing in there. I dumped the whole thing of trash bags. I didn't notice it until a few days later. So I appreciate the new trash bags. These are some large ones. Like these are big 8-gallon ones. And these are smaller ones. But trash bags for the van and the truck and whatnot that we need them for. Trash bags are also important. Sometimes you gotta take a poo in the van or in the truck, and sometimes you need a trash bag. So these go a long ways. Thank you, Corey and Laura. I appreciate it. Wayne Z, cheers. Thanks for watching. My wife just got home. She was at a meeting. Blah, does your house smell like fish? It's been dead long enough. It doesn't smell. That's actually a replica. It's not even an actual fish. It's a replica of one I caught. Only if it's of the dawn, only if it's absolutely necessary. Like if you got to take a bag poo, you got to take a bag poo. Same with the truck. Only if it's absolutely necessary. I'll go outside at all costs before that. But yes, if it happens, it happens. Rex 5150, put a trash bag in a beer. Just chug foreign objects. Drink them. We're not doing that. Robert, most of the time I'll go outside. But a lot of times, like, I don't showcase it, but there's an outhouse at the campground that I'm at. Like, if I'm at a campground where I have to pay, there's at a minimum usually an outhouse. Some of the stuff that I stay at are like wildlife management areas, and there's no bathroom there, but you better believe I'm going to the trees. Like, but if you got to go in a bag, you got to go in a bag. Like, that's all there is to it. It's up to you what you want to do, but lawn, yes, the bucket, but then you got to carry a bucket around. I've perfected the hover technique since when did we put the topper on that truck? In 2015. So I've had years to perfect the hover if necessary. Alan, that one back there. Let me get some of that stuff. You're not supposed to have that over there. Of the dawn. You got the windows open. Like, I'm not making that much methane gas. Slap doctor, yes, you can do that. All right, let's get to another one. This is a personal package. This is from Sunny out of Houston, Texas. The people want the poop content. I mean, I get the question, more than, probably as often as you would expect. People ask, where do you go to the bathroom? And typically, it's more of the female audience, I think, that is more interested in that just because it's more difficult to do for them. But look, I go pee in the trees and I'll go poop in the bushes. Do the appropriate thing and bury it if you got to do that. But like I said, a lot of places I go to, there are outhouses. If there isn't, you go in the woods, you go in the bushes. Always dig a hole and bury it and do it appropriately. Don't leave your toilet paper laying around. But if you can't do that and you gotta go inside your vehicle. Obviously, that's what you do. Oh my god. Uh, so this is a raccoon passenger car window cling. So it's like one of those things you can stick on your window and it looks like a raccoon. We are definitely going to use that at some point. That might go on the back window of the van. Uh, we'll see where we're going to stick that, but that's rad. Happy go lucky. Yeah, see, there's always advantages. All right, we got a note in here. It's cursive, Sonny's OG. And I can read cursive. I don't know. There's probably some of you out there that can't even read that, you young guns. Quady, I thought that you could use this little pump. Oh, it's a water pump. Check it out. I've seen these. This is cool. It goes on a 2 or 5 gallon water bottle. It is rechargeable. Then I saw this window decal and knew you had to have it. Just wanted to thank you for showing that if you just be yourself and do what you love to do on your channel. I have started my own channel just in the development stages. Have been a fan for years. Keep up the great work. Sonny at Old Dudes Outdoors. Say hello to Lady Quady. So if you guys want to check out Sonny, it's Old Dudes Outdoors. Yeah, cursive, and then he wrote Old Dudes Out. But if you want to check it out, Old Dudes Outdoors. OLE. Yeah, how many of you guys can actually read that? Some of it was a little tight for me, but so this is, I've seen these on Amazon. It's a 12-volt pump, or not even 12-volt. It's a rechargeable pump with a little faucet. There's a little faucet that you stick in there, but it just screws onto like a 2 or 5 gallon container, and you push it, and it dispenses water, and then you can recharge it. So you don't need to have a big plumbing system if you want running water. It's a small hose. But if you need to do it, you can do it. But we'll definitely try this out. I'd like to have. Oh, this goes down into your water thing, and this is your thing for right here to dispense your water. So yeah, I appreciate it, Sonny. the the raccoon window film. We'll have to give this a whirl. Hopefully it sticks and you can see it on my windows. I don't know. If it says fits rear window view through graphic. So hopefully you'll be able to see it through my tent. Maybe we can put it on the outside. We'll just see what we can do. Yeah. If you guys want to check these out, you can find them all over Amazon, but you can see that. It's USB rechargeable. You don't need any crazy stuff, and you have running water. All right. I have to drink a beer with it. You could drink a beer with it. It wouldn't stay pressurized, but you could 100% like plumb that into a bucket of beer or something. I gotta go to the bathroom. You guys need to talk nicely amongst yourselves. All right, I grabbed a couple more cervezas. I heard my little homie out there, Barrett's watching. What's up, Barrett? Uh, I have a porter, so we'll try a porter once I'm done with this, and we might have to shotgun one more before the end of the video. But I rarely drink dark beers. This came in a variety pack, and I have all of them left. But yeah, guys, hit the like button if you're out there watching. If you haven't hit the like button, all that stuff. We got 4 packages left down there. Guinness is good, but that's the thing. I can drink, most of the time I can't even get through one whole Guinness. Like drinking a dark beer to me is like eating a meal. It's just so heavy. Shannon Crook from Ottawa. What's up, Shannon? Debbie from Cairo, Georgia. Cheers. Badino one. Definitely time to take a road trip to New England. We're gonna hit every corner of the US. I gotta get the topper stuff figured out. So like I said, hopefully within 90 days we can get that stuff handled. I sent an offer to Brian Waters Outdoors. He's got a YouTube channel and he's moved on from truck camping. He has a topper that'll fit. I sent him an offer for that, so we'll see if he takes it. I sent him a really low offer because I would need to repaint it, obviously drive to his location, which is like a 20-hour, I think it's 20-hour round trip or like 25-hour round trip or something. So that has to come in lower than what it would cost, obviously, to buy a new one. And there's a couple other things that would need besides a repaint. So we'll see if I can get a response on that and what that is. But we'll do what we can. And if I gotta order a new one, I'll order a new one. I'm really thinking about building something, but for the long term, as cool as it would be to build a cabin style and like wood. Uh, if you guys watch Truck House Life or whatever from Alaska, and he's got that wood cabin or whatever, it looks awesome. But I don't want to daily drive something like that. And that truck is going to be my daily driver, so it needs to be more discreet. Uh, so if I built something, it would be for a very intermediate period of time. And building out of wood, you're going to deal with a lot more expansion and corrosion and leaks and things like that. As much as I would like to go do something different on this new build, uh, buying like a pop-up topper or whatever is not in the budget right now. So that's not going to happen. Like I would, I'd really, I think it would be cool to do something like that. But then I go back and I say, well, I don't want to be, that's like half of a tent. Do I want to be in something like that? It would be cool to be able to stand up. So maybe at some point in the future, we'll get to something like that. Um, but I think doing something just similar to what worked on the old truck is going to be the smartest choice. Even though I'd love to do something different, it's not necessary. I just need a spot inside that I can sleep in. I don't have to be able to stand up in there. It's a spot inside out of the rain, and so doing the same thing over again would be cool. Instant regret having a cold one and catching my first Quady live stream. Cheers from Indiana. Cheers, instant regret. Uh, hope you enjoy it. Daywalker 402 GFC full send. See, GFC would be okay because they're popular. They're a decent company. Uh, so either GFC Topo toppers, I like theirs because you can get a straight pop up and it has windows in the actual topper portion. I would still like to have windows in those panels. And then there's the Four Wheel Campers Project M, but like all of these companies, you're looking at like 10-ish thousand dollars, whereas a brand new fiberglass topper is $3,000 and change, $3,400 or something like that. Um, and I could build something for less than $1,000, but it's not going to be, it's not going to be as nice. And this thing needs to look decent. It needs to be waterproof, and it needs to last for 10 or 15 years. So like, I don't know. If one of those pop-up camper companies wanted to give me like maybe 50% off, maybe I could swing it, but I don't think that's ever going to happen at this point. Uh, and even those are like, once again, it's my daily driver. I don't know how big of something I want on the back of there. Daywalker 402. Yeah, probably. You can help me out with that. We'll see. I don't know. I got to make a decision on what I'm doing here very quickly, and I got to get it done. Chino, cheers, Chino. Appreciate the donation. Um, but ultimately, yeah, I gotta figure something out quickly. Victor, Ford doesn't make toppers. Like, I think you can maybe order one through them when you buy a brand new truck, but it's sourced from one of the aftermarket companies. Lear, ARE are the probably the two most popular topper companies that make like fiberglass stuff. I think Century is another company. There's a bunch of smaller ones out there, but Lear and ARE are definitely big ones. My old one was a Lear, uh, and that's what I'm looking at just because it's what I know and I know it'll work well. Um, and it's it's reasonably cost effective. So even if we did something like that, like who's there's nothing saying 5 years from now I can't do it something completely different. So we'll see what happens. Larry, cheers, Larry. Larry from Iowa. All right, let's pop open another package. We got another. We're getting a little bit bigger as we go down. This is an Amazon one. Yeah, Amazon. Lon Bowers. Cheers, Lon. Appreciate the donation. I appreciate the donations, guys. It'll definitely go into the Topper Fund. Getting this truck set up is, you know, it's going to be an ordeal. So I really do appreciate the donations, guys. Sooner I can get it done, the sooner I get back on the road doing crazier stuff, you know. I think I know what this is. Hey, broski, these seats are always on my camping checklist. I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. Keep kicking ass and making memories. Buckle up from Jacob Hamilton. These are like, it's a collapsible chair. I've seen these in videos. And there's two of them in here. We'll pop one out and take a look at it. Bodino one. There's a lot of toppers on Marketplace. So I need a 2021 or newer because some of the, like, I think the contractor shells from 2018 and up will fit, just because they're made a little bit differently. But I think in from 2020 to 2021, there was a little bit of a restyle and the box got like 1 inch longer, and whatnot. So there's subtle changes. So finding one that's that new is kind of hard. Finding one that's white is, I thought, would be a lot easier because it's a work truck. But finding one that's like mid-rise or high-rise has been very difficult. I've come across a couple cab height ones, but I need more room than that. And then the contractor ones, you can find them relatively easily, but most of them, just got the doors on the side. There's no windows. They've got the big work boxes in there, which I think could be removed, but you don't have any windows on the side, so I'd have to add something there. Um, Most of them don't have a window on the front or the back. Like, you have to order those when you have that built. So like all that stuff adds up. And if I went to add that stuff, you got to add that cost in. And when you look at it, it's like, you know, just order a new one at that point. But a contractor shell is 20 weeks out. All right, I think I should look at the instructions for this. Michelle Skelly, cheers. I appreciate it. Topper Fun, thanks for the donation. So telescoping folding chair. I've seen these. I thought they looked cool. Just stick your fingers in there. I feel like this needs to come off though. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, there we go. And it's a chair, dude. And you can sit on that. Like, you guys aren't going to be able to see me do it. And I'll sit down on it just so you can see that it'll support my weight. And I'm probably 230 pounds. Boom. Chilling. And you see how you guys saw how small, like how narrow that packs down as. Yeah, if you guys want to check those out, they're cool. Whoa, Taylor, drink a beer on it. Here we go. We're drinking a beer on our seat. But if you're backpacking or like motorcycle camping, and you can pack this down, and I think you can set it at like an intermediate height, and then you just do that, and it closes back up. They're pretty cool. I don't know exactly how much weight it will hold, but like I say, I'm not a small guy. Hey, drill a hole, toilet. That's right where you got to hold on to it right there. But you can see it just like they just nest onto each other. So as you pull it apart, there you go. And then I think this holds it together, or maybe this is like a carry strap. Yeah, this must just like hold it tight so it doesn't expand, maybe. But there you go. Yeah, it's cool. And it's small. It's not super heavy. One of them isn't super heavy. But like you could stick this anywhere. You could stick this under the seat of any car. And if you need to go somewhere and you know, if you're in line at the DMV, just pop that thing out. Sit down. You'll be the envy of every other person in there. Or yeah, you could use it as a little table to set your beer on next to your chair. That's a good idea. You could definitely use that as a tiny table. It's not a bad idea. What's the brand? So I'm sure you can find this on Amazon. There's probably multiple companies that make it, honestly, but yeah, check it out. They're cool. And yeah, this is like I don't know if it's just a carrying strap. I think you can use it to like hold it closed, to tighten up around it, to hold it from coming apart. But you got to pull it apart. Well, I appreciate it, Jacob. I'll definitely toss one of these in each rig so the van can get one and the truck can get one. I appreciate it. And I just got to remember, like, that's definitely easy to pack on a motorcycle trip, too. So. We got trace more packages back there. Blue does match the van, Matty D. All right. I brought a porter down here or whatever. I showed you guys that one. We'll try this. Tyler Gilbert holds up to close to 400 pounds. Well, then it'll hold me. Tony Sarabusik, you should have brought that teddy bear home from the house and set it next to Ted. Oh, man. I don't want to bring anything home from that house. Like, there's definitely things that could be, there definitely could be some spirits in those items. Like, you don't want to go steal stuff just because it's cool. Like, I'm not going to steal a teddy bear or any of the glass bottles, or that 007 toy was cool, but it was all, it was also broken. All right. if it was something that was worth like $1 million, I might stick it in my pocket. But uh, I'm not stealing possessed teddy bears from an abandoned house. That one is a lot darker, y'all. That's like coffee. That one's not bad. Oh, I should leave the can out here so you guys can see it, right? Be a professional video guy. Vanilla porter. Chug from your boot. I've done boot chugs. I don't have a glass boot. There's been places I've gone to where they serve you your beer in a glass boot. Percentage 5.4. Vanilla porter, roasted malts with notes of vanilla from Breckenridge Brewery. I guess I didn't really show you guys when I cracked it open. Work boot. We ain't drinking beers out of no work boots right now. Dan Nussbaum. There was a stolen car found out there not very long ago that I came aware of. I researched that property pretty good, so. But yeah, I think within the last like 90 days, there was a stolen car found out there, and that might have been why that spot in the basement was like the cleanest spot of floor. Um, but yeah, it's pretty far out there. You know, there's not much left. Like, it's not an area where you're gonna see a lot of spray paint. The worst, like, it's gonna sit like that and fall over, or somebody's gonna go burn it down, which would suck. But it, it'd probably be better for the owner if it got burnt down. You know what I mean? Like, because they wouldn't have to tear it down and they could get that farm property. You know, but to take out a property like that and even to bulldoze it, you're looking at probably like 40, $50,000. Like, it costs a lot of money to get rid of stuff. Um, but everything around there is farmed on a regular basis. Uh, you couldn't tell with the GoPro, but where my wife came over the hill at in the car, like back off that direction, there was a homestead. You know, there's a house over there and a farm. Um, so it's not to the point where people can't see it either. It was a big house. Like, it would have been cool to know what that house looked like when it was in its heyday. Robert Stroop, yes, I know who the owner is. Chris Doughty, I have not been to the Seven Sisters Road, but that's something that's on my list to go check out. Kind of feel like that's one of those that I need to have some people with me to, like, I wish there would have been somebody else with me for this video, for the last video to hear that stuff. So it wasn't just me, like, uh, but it is what it is. Yeah, there was a lot of lead paint in there. I gotta pee again, y'all. You gotta talk amongst yourselves. We got 3 more packages down there. He needs a bedpan. I just need a bucket over here in the corner, I guess. Once you open the seal, you know, it's what happens. He's back. Everybody's quiet. Taylor, I had a shotgun tool in. Oh no, I did not grab it out there. Like I said, it needs washed before I use that again. Slap Doctor, you always have a piss jug in your vehicle when you're camping or whatever. That's the joy of being a guy, is that you don't have to like squat over something or whatever. You can just, you know, a Gatorade bottle or something works perfectly. Kevin Marks, cheers, Kevin. Thanks for the donation. I appreciate it. It'll be put into the truck topper. Yeah, piss jugs. It's not a glamorous topic, y'all, but you know, you just got to do what you got to do. Like, it is what it is. Pee funnel for the ladies, yeah. I saw some short, and the lady was like complaining that the pee funnel was too narrow. She's like, I can't do that. Like, I'm meaty, and she needed a bigger funnel or whatever. I thought it was hilarious. But yeah, that's the thing with my wife. Like, she thoroughly enjoys going to campgrounds that have very nice bathrooms, and I can't blame her. Like, I wouldn't want to pee in a funnel. But using a bottle as your yeah, I don't it was meaty. It was a hilarious video, but lips for days. Hey. Uh but yeah, you got to do what you got to do. You know, it was, you know, within the last like 100 years where indoor plumbing became a normal thing in the United States. We're not that far away from everybody was using an outhouse or just peeing in the woods or peeing in a bedpan. So uh don't let having to pee outside ruin your trip. You know, if you're going camping for a couple days, that whole bathroom experience is maybe 20, 30 minutes out of the entire time. Just do whatever you got to do, uh, and enjoy your camping experience outside of that. I guess general consensus is the shiwi does not work. 87 Steven, you're gonna make a piss jug patent and sell it. You should probably go check out the hospitals before you think about that one. They've got all of that stuff under control already. Yeah, you just gotta do what you gotta do, man. Like, everybody pees, everybody poops. Do your thing. Nobody's gonna think any less of you. Like, if you're over there pooping in the bushes, you know, just bury your nonsense. All right, let's open another one. This is a personal package. It's from Jay out of Beatrice, Nebraska. So this is a local one. Ricky Sharp Turtle. Happens to the best of us, man. Heavily outdoors. My wife had a very similar experience with a cow in a field at a spot that we were camping at. We were in a field that was full of cows. They got a good show for my wife one night. Oh, we've got a few things in here. Hot honey chips. Oh, those look amazing. Check that out. I'm excited to try those. Is there a note in here? There's no note. We've got another. Oh, here's the note right here. Love watching your videos. Enjoy the hot sauce and the chips. Jay Ulrich. So we've got hot honey. And here we've got Doritos Dynamite Hot Honey Mustard. We'll give these a whirl. And it looks like a couple of bottles of hot sauce. Let's see what we got going on here. Dip it in your beer. The hot honey chips look great. All right, what is this? Kimmel Orchard and Vineyard Little Devil Ghost Pepper Hot Sauce. I think Kimmel is a local orchard. Yeah, it's out of Nebraska City. So this is a local hot sauce. You guys can see that, maybe. We've got another one in here. This one's a little bit bigger. Hot sauce in your coffee? I don't know about that. And then we've got another one from Kimmel Orchard. This is Barn Burner. We'll get to try some local sauces. This will be nice. Well, thanks, Jay. Appreciate the gift. I'm excited to try these chips, too. I do enjoy me some tater chips. Y'all got even them French fried taters. All right. Put that note in there. Hot sauce and chicken soup. That does sound pretty good. Kurt, man, if maybe when I get down there, we can give it a shot. Gentleman Drunkard, loving the variety of videos lately. I appreciate it. I think I've got a good one planned for the next video. We'll probably have the next one out on Sunday. Something a little different. I'm trying to mix it up, especially since we don't have the truck. Jeff McLaren, we've talked about the topper a little bit. Working on trying to get a used one, not looking good. Potentially buying a new one. We'll see here. Helen Kavanaugh, love when you talk like the funny truck from the movie Cars. Tomater, Tomater, the dude that voiced it, Larry the Cable Guy, which is what he went by. That was like his public name. Like my name is CrazyQuady. He was Larry the Cable Guy. He lives like an hour south of here, and there's a town that he lives outside of, and they've got some memorabilia and stuff there. And there's a campground in the town, and I've never actually stayed there. Maybe I should go check that out. I always thought it like one of my homies got to meet him at one of the local Nebraska football games. But yeah, dude's from Nebraska, and he sells like chips and whatnot. God, I don't know what his real name is off the top of my head. Like I just know him as Larry the Cable Guy. But yeah, he's local from here. Mater, yeah. Mater is my spirit animal. How awesome would it be to meet him and make a video with him? That would be cool. Like, I don't think it's ever gonna happen, but maybe I should go down there and check that out. I've been in the town before. I had filmed in that town. I think the last motorcycle camping video with the Gray, where we stopped and had breakfast, was in that town. But I didn't film any of the stuff about him. Is it Daniel Lawrence? I don't think he passed. But I've had his potato chips, and I had his potato chips in a video. So yeah, Dan Whitney. That sounds right. It would be really cool to meet him. Dude, just shake that dude's hand, like, whatever. Have a beer with him and BS. But yeah, he's not far away. I'm pretty sure he still lives there. He's got a big spot. I don't want to really speak on what he's doing, but yeah, not far away. We got a couple more packages. Let's get after it. Another Amazon one. Yeah, it would be really cool to meet him. I mean, there's so many people in show business or larger YouTubers that I would love to meet, but at this point, like I'm not asking. I I asked to meet people when I was smaller, and you get the cold shoulder, and it's like I'm not really asking right now. Like I'll chill. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Big box in there. Oh, there's the note. I don't know what it is. Yeah, get her done. Oh, here 402 Ventures. Here's your second one right here. Just starting. I gave you a shout out, but if you guys want to subscribe to him, he commented right there. 402 Ventures. What did he send in here? LED light and camping fan. This will work great for ice fishing. These work great in an ice fishing tent to keep the air coming down. But it's just it's a 2-in-1 LED camping fan, so it's probably rechargeable. Taylor, you met Maynard? You met Maynard? That would be cool. That's a big old dong right there. Check that guy out. It's got a light on it and a fan, but you can also set it down and use it as a table fan. Look at that. It's got a couple of different ways to hang it. And no batteries, but so you've got an LED light and you've got a separate fan function in there. So if you need to set it down, you can do that dealy whopper, or you can hang it from the ceiling. And if you guys if you're ice fishing or if you're hot tent camping or anything, being able to push that heat back down is a game changer when you're out there. So this will work great. Appreciate it. Thank you, man. "402 Ventures." Check them out. A light and a fan. Yeah, it's like a Swiss Army fan. Slap Doctor, a weekly live stream. Yeah, but I like to do like the once a month thing because then it's a little bit more special. Ooh. I've considered doing like a Patreon, still considering that, and then there would be private live streams on that, and then I've considered doing like the YouTube. YouTube has the join thing, and then I do more live streams on that. But I hate putting content behind a paywall, so. Chris Dottie, if you want to check that fan out on the Amazons, Udinland, Odoland, Dodoland. Maybe it's Dodoland. Cindy O, yeah, everybody. If you're out there watching, definitely hit the like button. Do all that stuff. That would be a whole lot cool. It'd be a whole lot cooler if you did, you know? There's more of you guys out there watching right now than there is likes. Ooh, what did I do? Can I hit the like button? Liking your own stuff is never that cool, though. Ernesto Lopez, I've done one giveaway. I did it at 50,000. We might do something at 100K, but I don't want to commit to that right now. I'd love to do a cool giveaway. Like I'd love to give away a rig. There's a lot of big channels out there. They'll give away a vehicle or whatever. Maybe eventually we'll get to that, but uh, don't hold your breath on that. Larry Adams, I do have some plans for like a video that I'd like to do, or maybe some stuff I'd like to do. Maybe we'll take a bigger trip or whatever, but we'll see when it happens. Like for a while there, like I think I went from like 30 to 70 within the matter of like 6 months or something. And then like it's taken a while. You have bigger videos. I had that that video, a couple of storm videos that did very well. People obviously like the storm camping and whatnot. So you have a video that uh, goes out well and gets a lot of views. You get a lot of traffic and you get a lot more subscribers at that time. Let's just say we're in a bit of a lull right here. Not that I'm mad about it. Like slow and steady wins the race. Loving everybody's support and all that stuff. 87 Steven, I have not done any lives while camping. Most of the time, I don't have a great signal. And two, I don't necessarily want to put it out there that, like, hey, I'm not at my house right now, you know? Um, so that's always stuff that you got to think about. Logan 1970, yes, I live next to a graveyard. That doesn't bother me at all. Like, I could go sleep in that graveyard any night of the week. I mean, if you guys really want to see that, but probably doing it right next to my house is probably not a great idea just because of the YouTube stuff. But like sleeping in it, I feel like it'd be easier to sleep in a graveyard than it was to try to fall asleep in that house. To be honest with you, like being outside would have been so much better. I was in the basement of that house. It was so creepy, but no big deal. We definitely need to do some tornado hunting, maybe hurricane stuff, Ernesto. I'd love to get down to Florida for like a hurricane. It would be really cool to ride one of those out. Like I love wild weather. This summer was there was some good storms and I was home for every one of them, but um, this summer was rough with the truck breaking down and all that stuff, and it's just like I'm ready. Not that it matters that it's 2024 or whatever, but I'm so ready to get this truck campable and be able to go out and take a road trip. Not that I can't take a road trip in the van, but it's also a 28-year-old van that's powered by a V6. It is so incredibly slow. Uh, it's not something that you want to like push really hard on a road trip. So that needs to be a chill vehicle. But like, I'm super excited to get this truck done so that I want to hit some. I've got a bunch of wild spots that I've got marked out. I've got a bunch of plans. Just need a sleeping setup. So we're we're working on it. We need a sleeping setup, and we need better tires, mostly for like driving those stock tires down a lot of gravel roads is going to eat those tires up there. I bet with the type of traveling that I do, those tires wouldn't last 20,000 miles. And most of the guys are seeing like I'm on the F-150 pages. Most of these guys are seeing like 30,000 out of a stock set of tires. Uh, so if you add a ton of gravel driving in there, they're not going to last long. So I almost want to get them off now to the point where I could sell them for a little bit, but I need to focus more on the sleeping situation as opposed to tires. Jeremy Seymour aftermarket rims, probably. The steely look is growing on me, but I feel like they need to be black because the truck is white and black. Like, I don't know. I'm not settled on a color yet of wheels, but it needs a little bit more offset. You know what I mean? Um, but we'll see. Like, if it just came down to a level and tires now on those wheels, it would be fine. It would look just fine. And I could run spacers if I really wanted to get some stance. But Michelle Skelly, getting a diesel heater, definitely possible. It would be nice to have. Undecided on like a self-contained unit or a built one. Daywalker 402 that was in here, Kyle from All Dogs. He's got a self-contained one, but I think I've only seen him maybe use it one night. So it'd be interesting to see like maybe I could borrow that from him. It'd be like I'd like to see how those things work before I commit to something like that. But I would like off-grid heat. One of the goals for the truck build going forward on this new one is to be able to go out for a little bit longer and not need to be plugged in somewhere. So I probably would like to have a solar panel, whether it's permanently mounted or a foldable one. That's up in the air. Probably a foldable one would be a smarter choice, so I could move that battery pack and solar panel between the truck and the van. But we'll see. Like, I want to be able to go out and like spend a week out in the middle of nowhere, um, and try to do that stuff. Because most of the stuff that I do, like when I'm on these longer trips, I go somewhere and it's kind of more of the overlanding style. You go somewhere, you hang out for the night, and then you get up in the morning and you drive somewhere else. You drive more trails, you drive more back roads, and I enjoy doing that. But I would like to get into some stuff where I go somewhere really cool and spend a few days just by myself in the middle of nowhere. So you definitely need more power and stuff for things like that. So diesel heater is definitely on those list of things to do. Red green, Ernesto Lopez. It is not a diesel, but you can get diesel heaters, and they work off very little bit amount of diesel, and it'll keep you really warm. Logan 1970. Marijuana is not legal in Nebraska. You can get, because of the farm bill, you can get the CBD and like Delta 8, Delta 9, Delta 10 stuff. Uh, yeah. And we've got our last package here. So let's get going in this one. This is a long dong, and this is a personal package. Hopefully I didn't show that. This is from Jacob out of Grand Island, Nebraska. So this is another local package. It says this is an Amazon box, but that's definitely a personal mail. I did not exhale. Oh, there's a couple of things in here. What do we got going on in here? Oh, this is salt. Maybe this was supposed to come on the last one, because we've got a salt bug gun, and this is a bug assault package of salt. So this is like branded with the gun here. This was sent in on the last live stream. Haven't had to worry much about bugs here since it's kind of cooled off. Oh, that's an ice fishing pole. Nice Abu Garcia. I've got one up there, a black one, an Abu Garcia Black Max. Jacob Hamilton. Holy crap, Jacob. Appreciate it. Thank you for the donation. That will definitely be put to good use. I appreciate that. We've got a nice Abu Garcia ice fishing combo right here. This is nice. This is very nice. This might be my go-to rod this year. It's like a medium light. Yeah, 27-inch medium light. That is a nice combo. Oh, we've got a note here. Hey, Quady, my apologies on the bug assault I sent last month. I accidentally set the salt ammo package and laser pointer to my address. There must be a laser pointer in here. I've included them in this package. Over the past few years, I've been following you, and recently my stepson Braxton has enjoyed watching your adventures as well. In light of the winter months, he wanted to gift you a new ice fishing pole to match the color of your new truck. Thank you, Braxton. Hope you enjoy. Jacob and Brax out of Grand Island. P.S. Do not use the bug assault gun on bees, wasps, or hornets. It will only piss them off and send them into a fit of rage. Good to know. Well, Braxton, I appreciate the rod here, man. That is a nice unit. I appreciate that. That's really nice. We're definitely going to put that to use. Stoked on some ice fishing coming up, even though it's going to be cold. All right, is there something else in here? Instead of laser pointer. Oh yeah. It's a bug. It's a laser sight for the bug gun. It's gonna take a battery. We're not gonna put that on now. We'll probably have to save that bug gun for next spring, but stoked on the ice fishing pole, that's for sure. We've got a bag of ammunition here, y'all. Shoot the salt into my beer. We've only got one beer left. And we've probably got a shotgun one more for you guys. Rear engine shop, you're about at the end of it here, I believe. Yeah, Abu Garcia. All white stick, dude. That's a nice one. You guys, it's a Veritas combo. 27-inch. That's a nice unit there. We're going to catch some fish with this one, that's for sure. Oh, look at that. Oh, boy. All right. Well, we've gotten through the mail. I appreciate everybody that has sent stuff in. I appreciate everybody's donations. And I appreciate everybody's patience as we deal with the new truck and whatnot. Because I know a lot of you guys, most of you probably on the channel subscribe through the truck camping content. Probably some new van folks and whatnot in here. But we're going to get back to it, and we're working hard on it to get back to this as soon as possible. I have got some big plans for trips that I would like to take and things that I would like to see and people I'd like to meet up with and whatnot. But it's all going to take time. Your donations will definitely help on getting that topper in the works and getting everything outfitted on that truck. It's all just money, right? You gotta get the stuff put together. 87 Steven, appreciate the donation. Oh, burp. Keep up the great work, brother. Same to you. Keep up the great work in your life. I appreciate the donation. I appreciate the love. We'll shotgun one more for you guys. So if you guys want to have a drink, go get it. You got like 10 seconds. Run to the fridge and whatnot. But as always, I appreciate you guys. Normally I do these at the end of the month, but we're at the beginning of the month due to some technical difficulties. But here we are. Got something a little bit different, hopefully for the next one. Working on trying to continue to do new and cool things for you guys. And as always, if you've got ideas, don't be afraid to drop them in the comments. I try to read as many comments as I can. I'm not going to lie to you guys and feed you a line of shit that says I read every single one of them, because I don't. I don't have the time to see every single comment. It's just me doing all this stuff. But I try to read every comment, and I appreciate every comment, and I appreciate everybody, every like that everybody gives to the videos. If you want to help the channel out right now, the biggest thing is, drop a comment, give it a like, share the video with a family member or a friend, anybody that you think is going to like it. And, if you want to replay the video 5 times, there's nothing stopping you. But here we go. We're going shotgun this beer. If everybody's out there, cheers, y'all. I could probably do it with my thumb, but cheers. All right. Well, 100K on the way. We'll definitely do some fun stuff when we get to that milestone, but we'll probably do another live stream before the end of the month. We'll try to get it in at the end of the month. If you want to send something into the P.O. box, link is in the video description, or the P.O. box is in the video description and on the channel and whatnot. And I appreciate everybody tuning in. Like I said, I appreciate the donations, and I'll see you guys on the next one, probably Sunday. Stay tuned for the next adventure, y'all. I'll see you in a bit.